perfectly in your ministry setting. I'm confident that these concepts and ministry tools will help most churches take significant steps forward in their efforts to reach out with Jesus' love and grace. I can tell you that everything in this book has been field tested and has borne tremendous fruit in a variety of congregations. I can assure you that these ideas have been born of deep time and prayer. I can promise that the members of the Outreach Influence team that worked with me on the content of this book love Jesus and are laboring in churches that are reaching out with ever-increasing effectiveness. I can offer this book knowing that it is biblical to the core. I'm confident that if your church seeks to use the ideas in this book to shape the future of your ministry, lost sheep will come home to the Great Shepherd, and the angels of heaven will join with your congregation in the celebration. Outreach is not simply about sending money and prayers to the mission field on the other side of the planet, though this is a good thing. We don't reach our full evangelistic potential just by having a committee that plans occasional events to reach out, though this can be very helpful. Organic outreach is what happens when evangelistic vision and action become the domain of every ministry in a church and the commitment of every member of a congregation. This will not happen accidentally. There will be huge spiritual resistance to outreach. The only way outreach will become a natural part of a congregation's life is when every leader and each ministry are gripped by a commitment to fulfill the Great Commission. When this happens, outreach will not be an add-on or an occasional ministry project. It will become part of the very culture of the church. This is what I mean by organic. It is a natural and integrated part of the whole life of the church, not a fabricated add-on. Engaging in outreach organically will look a little different in each church. Every congregation has a unique personality, style, and vibe. But regardless of context, outreach should always flow naturally from a church that loves and worships God. Outreach should be the heartbeat of every church. It should never be an afterthought. Organic outreach for churches provides direction for congregations that want to graft evangelistic passion and practice onto the DNA of their churches. This book is designed to help your church find organic ways to connect with your community, share Jesus' message, and point people to the Savior of the world. It will take time, it will mean sacrifice, and it will drive you to pray with greater passion. But you will see a harvest of eternal fruit. My prayer is that tens of thousands of churches all over the world will become laboratories for outreach. This can happen if one leader reads this book and shares the ideas and concepts with other key influencers in the church. It will work best when a team of leaders walks through this book together. As churches adopt this model of developing an outreach culture, I hope that we will learn from each other. I encourage congregations to share great ideas with each other for the sake of the gospel. In an effort to accomplish this, Zondervan has set up a website, www.organicoutreach.org, where we can continue learning together. I invite you to receive from the work I've done. I also hope you will become my teacher. Join in the conversation, take action, and together we can continue the amazing work of taking Jesus' love, grace, and message from where we are to the ends of the earth. Part 1. The Heart of Your Congregation. Why does God draw people to a particular church? Have you ever asked yourself why God would bring people to the church you attend? Have you ever been apprehensive about inviting a friend or neighbor to your church? Has it ever crossed your mind that God might actually be keeping people from your church? These are important questions. God is absolute and pure love. He loves people with passion, tender mercy, and amazing grace in ways that we can't fully comprehend. When Jesus was asked to identify the greatest and most important of all the commandments, he pointed to God's call for us to love. We are to love God with everything we have, and to love other people the way we long to be loved. If a congregation is gripped by God's love and lavishes it freely on each other,